invites you to rendezvous at Peacock Flats, your first taste of true freedom on the island. What's this countryside more than a good old-fashioned pickup? These typically American cars, originally designed as work vehicles, have grown in power, modernity and style, but still maintain their true essence, off-roading. Here you will be driving a Toyota Tacoma, a very popular truck here in Hawaii. Enjoy the open expanse. But don't forget that the championship is also starting, and those first points count. Will show up on time for the second race. Ready for the second step?
Can you hear me? Sorry I'm late. Bloody traffic jam. Don't worry, I'm on my way. Where was that path again? Let me check my map. Oh, right, there you are. I'm coming. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? I'm Pierce. They call me the off-road specialist, but simply off-roader will do. Pleased to meet you, my friend. I'm going to do my best to share my knowledge and scout the field ahead, so you can avoid any nasty surprises. Lesson 1. Always know your environment. What's that? Okay, hold on tight. You're gonna love this. Now that's what I call a bloody landing, my friend. Whoa! So, a Toyota Tacoma. Great choice. A bit modern for my taste. But Japanese trucks are more than reliable. This descent is going to be shaky. You'll need to keep your speed up if you want your suspension to hold. A beach full of wrecks! Glorious! What a ride! I couldn't have imagined a better first meeting.
Event is a few kilometers away. Feel free to follow the shore for a while. When it comes to off-roading, there are a surprising number of viable vehicles. You might think that only a sturdy, high-up four-wheel drive could do the job, but there are actually way more options. Tried the quads and modern dirt track cars. Now it's time to go with a more compact and versatile option, the motorbike. Our choice, the BMW R1200 GS. Allow for an entirely different style of driving, so we're able to put you out on a very special route. Certified daredevils only. We're here. Trust me. You're not ready for this?
Okay, I'm right above you. Let's do this. You're biking this time. Not quite the same experience, but I can tell from up here you're gonna have a lot of fun. Wow, nice! And it gets better. Wait for it. And here it comes. Whoa! Oh my days, that was insane. You guys are even crazier than I am.
It's like it never happened.
Shall we have another go? Obviously that's the plan, but we have to climb back up the mountain first. is an awesome bike you got there. A BMW R1200 GS, if I'm not mistaken. One of the most reliable and best-selling motorcycles ever. Back on top. It's time to give it your all, my friend. Full speed. Oh, God, hold on to your clutch. Touchdown.
Take a deep breath. Where I'm taking you, oxygen is scarce. You're literally about to burn the rubber off your tires. And that's not all.
Race on top of a volcano? Damn! I'm so glad I signed up for this. I'll fly around and get better visibility on the track. This soil is extremely hard, dry and rocky, a real car breaker. Luckily, the shock absorbers you've got on that thing are made for this kind of turf. Jump after the cave. This trail is beyond crazy. Motorfest really went all out with this experience. Epic first lap. One more to go. These little buggers skid on every turn. It's like a buggy, but with bigger brakes and more comfort. I need one. Keep left, my friend. The finish line is coming up. Fire! Awesome machine. I wonder if the Motorfest would be willing to give some of these babies away.
Will continue with the traditional off-road discipline, the cross-country rally. Try not to blush. You'll be up against some real stars. The Porsche 959 Raid, the Volkswagen Touareg, or even the Mini Countryman. A whole bunch of vehicles with victories on the biggest rallies in the world.
Here we go again. Same deal. I'll check the way from up here and give you a heads up when the rough patches are coming. Let me be the Chewie to your Han. A rally raid. The Motorfest sure knows how to seduce me with adventure. And a river runs through it. You've got to cross the river again. Watch out for the current. There's no rescue winch in this chopper. This Defender is like an old-fashioned rugby player. 400 horsepower under a 70-year-old bonnet. That's how we make them in the UK. Change of course, port side. I've done races in South Africa almost as exciting as this one. They were actually quite similar, except they had walking giraffes instead of floating goats. On your right, after the bridge. Expect a little surprise after this jump. They've pulled out all the stops for you. Go cross that line.
The next race takes us on an expedition to explore the east of the island. Meadows, mountains, dirt roads and beaches. A programme at the crossroads of off-roading. Accompany you in such a race, a famous lady with more experience than any other car, especially prepped for the occasion. The 1967 Volkswagen Beetle Rally Raid version. Even today, the Beetle still competes in the world's top rallies due to its iconic status and timeless look. isn't just for show, that it can handle its own against the toughest contenders.
What the hell is that goat doing in the sky? Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain! That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. Amazing! This valley is simply gorgeous. It reminds me of when I crossed the Atacama Desert back in my own old Beetle. I got lost for 4 days, but eventually made it, all thanks to the old bugger. A beautiful love story. Until the engine broke down and I exchanged it for a donkey. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, it's okay, don't mind me, just keep your foot down. Can you see the ocean, my friend? That is where we're going. Straight on.
It's like it never happened.
Okay, you're almost there. I can see the finish line from up here. still got it.
If you're in the mood for a little jungle tour. Your backpack and try not to get lost. As beautiful as it might be, I'm in no mood for spending a night among the local fauna.
Morning, compadre. I see you've embarked on a 4x4 race through the jungle. That's bold. Call me Captain Obvious, but watch out for the trees. No sandy deserts in Hawaii, just beaches everywhere. Make the most of it. The wet sand is perfect for going at high speed. You're vanishing into the canopy. Even my eagle eyes can't follow you. I'll catch up with you when you come out of the rainforest. Everything okay down there? Still alive? Got you, my friend. Welcome back. How did you like that little jungle cruise? Wow. Okay, listen up. During the next few seconds, no matter what happens, do not close your eyes. You'll soon be out of sight again. If you end up in the mud, don't panic. The Rubicon's traction and huge 33-inch tyres are the best safety insurance you can get. See you at the finish line. Race was mental. You must be knackered.
Has reached its final act. One last race, one final shot of adrenaline to finish this off-roading experience on top of the podium.
Bloody hell! How did you get up here? Even my chopper is having a heart attack. So what beast did they get you for this trail? Let me see. Looks like a swift, maneuverable motorcycle, signature lime green. Say no more. This has got to be the one and only KX450. Then, ride, climb, fly! Anything's possible with this ride! What a sight! I've seen a fair share of them, but this landscape is going to be etched in my memory forever. You couldn't be more on the edge. Last time I saw something like this was in Bolivia. The Yungas Road, or the Death Road, they called it. Get enough of this view. The landscapes of this island are really breathtaking. Then brace for the slope. It's a steep, narrow and technical one. Be extra careful.
One more time.
Whoa! Do not miss that bridge down there. Huge right turn. And back to civilization. Awe-inspiring adventure, my friend. It was brilliant. I've got to go now, but I look forward to doing this again.
Time to reap your reward. Your vehicle is ready for you to claim. That championship was a wild roller coaster. You've unlocked a previously locked playlist. Want to give it a shot? A playlist is available, driver. to the next objective. This playlist is taking a wildlife documentary approach. Pierce has already ventured out on all the trails you're about to discover. He scouted the field, marked out the paths, and chose the right vehicles. Currently busy, so he's not going to be with you live. But he's been making voice logs. How well did Pierce gauge the adrenaline levels for this playlist? You be the judge, driver.
Log, Off-Roading Addict, Volume 2, Entry 1. Found this old tape recorder in the mess I call my boot. I I mostly use it for shopping lists, but this has got to be a better use for it. Motorfest have sent me on a mission. It's all part of the new off-roading adventure. Here's the plan. I'm going on a solo trip around the island to find the best trails this land can provide. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing! I'm currently moving along the leeward coast east of the volcano. The view is bonkers. I can see all the way to the ocean. This route, though, it's a real quagmire. Motorfest uses that Falcon SSV. I really liked it last time. It's sturdy but agile, perfect for adventurers getting ready for their first battle.
Mulligan!
By a downhill turn there? Anyone listening, you'd better be careful if you want to finish in one piece. Right, got a great first route all set, so that's me done for today. I need a place for the night, and this beach will do nicely. It's looking like it'll get cold tonight. Maybe I'll have a look in these wrecks for an old bottle of something to keep me warm. Might get lucky.
Are much more than just vehicles. And around the world, no cars evoke more emotion or generate more fantasy than movie cars. That's why
We're rolling?
Yes.
All right. What's up? I'm Rick Martinez, filmmaker, action designer, visionary. They call me the wild child of Hollywood. And
What they say, Rick?
what? My movies are world-renowned pieces of action. Wheel Force, Gas Addict, Crash to Survive. And I'm here in Hawaii with my new Motorfest buds to shoot my next project, High Ride. Cars are everything in this movie, and you get to be my lead stunt driver. So get ready for some next level stuff, because you're about to enter the Martyverse. See you on set, driver. This is Hollywood. Action!
The entire movie crew is expecting you soon. Ready for some on-set action? To the next objective. Okay, I leave you now. Today, you're not just a driver, you're an actor too. In a movie produced by the Motorfest, driving a car is as much a part of acting as delivering a line. Your first co-star will be the 1968 Austin Mini Cooper, selected by our in-house mechanic and car consultant, Kaya Khanna. We're here. Rick will tell you everything you need to know about the scene. Good luck out there.
Hey, can you move that camera to the right? No, a little bit more to the right. All right, we're behind schedule, people. Let's move it. Let's move it. Hey, you. You're finally here. Welcome to set. Hey, listen, no time for chit-chat. We're starting to shoot right now. And you're my main driver. You know that, right? Can someone bring the drivers to their cars, please? Thank you. So, basically, you're Terry Jones, the main character. And this first scene puts the viewer right in the middle of your busy everyday life. I want you to get in your car. I'm going to give you directions as we go. They say you drive like frickin' Baby Driver. That better be true, my friend. Listen, the festival car consultant is on her way. She's going to catch up with us. The craft does not wait. Come on, everyone. We're doing this. This is High Ride, Scene 1, action.
All right, my friend, this is our first scene, so let's get one thing straight. Sure, your job here may be driving, but you still need to get into character. I want you to feel the scene, you hear me, champ? Remember, your name's Terry Jones. You're a small-time thief, you just robbed a pawn shop, and you got a bunch of goons on your tail. Get yourself out of this mess and drive like you mean it. This is really happening to you. That lane on the road is called the video lane. That's where we need you to drive to get the best shots. Every time you see one of those, you follow it. Don't think twice.
We'll get it this time.
on, you got this. This is your character's everyday life. You're used to that stuff. Get on that lane right there. It's critical for the shot.
Mulligan!
Oh yeah, this will look great on camera.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How's it going?
Hey there, welcome to my set. Terry, this is our car consultant and mechanic, Miss Akana.
Yeah, call me Kai, man. Hi driver, how have you been since our little vintage garage experience? You did that playlist, right? So for this first scene, we got you an Austin Mini Cooper S. Maneuverable and lovely. This car's such a fun ride.
Fun ride before the high ride. Here comes the first big stunt. You're gonna lose these guys with this next move, Terry.
I see what you're thinking. Okay, driver, better gun it if you want to make this work.
Nice! With that move, Terry's out of the woods. Just a few more seconds, and it's in the can. Cut! Looks like we got ourselves a driver, and a frickin' hell of an intro.
Great start, Terry Jones.
For a production like this. I hope you're getting into character, because we have a whole movie to make. The crew is already getting ready for the next scene, and Kai got you your next killer partner, a 1970 Dodge Challenger. Another car that is no stranger to movie sets.
All right, buddy. You've made quite the impression on these first shots, but we're gonna need to confirm it wasn't just a fluke. With this second scene, the plot is thickening. You got scouted by the local kingpin. Goes by the name of Big Johnny. He's got a job for you, and you're not gonna wanna pass on this one, all right? The man asks you to show up at his country house to seal a deal. But first, he wants you to show him what you're worth with a little duel in the dirt. This is our turning point for our protagonist. His future will be decided today. We gotta feel this, you know what I mean? All right, we're going back, everyone. Driver, you get back into Terry's shoes, and you make my day. We got you the right set of wheels for the job. I ride. Scene 2, action.
Again, in this scene, things get real for Terry. You're facing Big Johnny's #1 guy, Mikey the Maniac. The big boss is putting you to the test, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. You gotta beat that guy.
This is exciting.
I know, this is brilliant. I'm going for the long take here, my friend, so I want your focus all the way. The guy in the black car knows how to drive, and I told him to go all out. I want this to feel real, so go for it.
You got your own directing style, don't you?
Long shots, real feel, real pain. That's how Oscars are won.
Okay, Leo. Well, driver, if you want to please our friend Rick Scorsese here and make that scene look awesome, you gotta use that Dodge right.
That's right.
This is a Dodge Challenger RT first generation from 1970. This car is a monster among oldies and it ain't afraid of anything. The RT actually stands for road and track, so don't worry, it won't let you down.
I do dig the nerdy car stuff, but what matters is it's badass. That's why I picked it.
You mean why I picked it?
Whatever.
Watch that next turn. Your car may be versatile, but you still have to adapt your driving on dirt roads if you don't want to end up in a ditch.
The ditch is not an option. It's a battle of guts between Terry and Mikey the Maniac, and the chance for Terry to reach new heights. Give me everything, and don't be scared of playing dirty. It's a brawl. See these massive cameras floating around? These are for extra wide angle. On a Rick Martinez set, you go big or you go home.
Hey man, I was looking you up online. It says your actual name is Clarence Baker. Want to catch us up on this, Clarence?
This is not... I mean, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Jeez.
It also says you're actually from Chattanooga. Really?
Oh, come on! Come on, Terry, you're skilled and determined to nail this test. The job is yours for the taking. Seize it. And cut. That was fun. That's what I call a oneer.
Mikey the Maniac is gonna be so pissed.
movie-making experience continues, and the next scene will be shot in downtown Honolulu. Got to show up rested and warmed up, as you'll be riding bikes this time, in yet another action-packed sequence. Don't be late, the whole movie depends on you.
I hope you can handle a bike, because in our next scene, that's all you're gonna get. This is your first job for Big Johnny, and you don't want to mess it up, okay? You're driving a dirt bike, some guys with massive trucks are chasing you. It's David versus Goliath all over again. I want to feel the stakes, and I want to feel that Terry plays that bike like I play the violin. Like he plays the violin.
That's not the saying, right?
Well, what's the saying then? Never mind. You get on that bike, driver, and you give me a two-wheeled concerto that'll make Steve McQueen look like a little girl on a tricycle. What do you mean I can't say that? Screw this. This is High Ride, Scene 3. Let's go!
We're back at it. So again, this is your first gig for Big Johnny. You just snatched a handful of stones from some Cockney bookmakers, all right? These guys are pissed, and they're coming after you. Yeah, you better get used to it. It'll happen a lot in this movie.
East Londoners in Hawaii. Really?
These guys got a business here, and I like the way they talk. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Anyway, they're chasing you with their trucks, so you gotta move fast and use the size of that bike to your advantage. You cannot get caught. You hear me, Terry? These guys aren't here to take you for tea, yeah?
Run away, Terry.
It this time.
Your plan for this escape is to use two different bikes. An agile one to lose the Brits in the narrow streets, then a fast one to get out of reach for good. Onto the roof, then take flight. So, you got a sort of a Japanese motocross and a, dang. Okay, Ratchet, you're up.
Yeah, looks like you're struggling here. So driver, you start with a good old Yamaha YZ450F, which will get you through anything. Before switching to something more powerful. I'll tell you more about that one when you get there.
Let's try that again.
At this moment, Terry believes he's lost them, but he's wrong. They'll be back.
Yep, here they are.
You're doing all right. Now remember, you gotta hold on until you get to that second bike, which will get you out of the city. There you go. Now ditch these half-wits for good.
You are now riding a Ducati Panigale. You want its speed to be felt on screen, so push it as hard as you can. You're going down the rabbit hole.
She's totally right. And don't forget to get on the video lane as much as you can.
The script says that you're jumping off the highway soon. Keep your bike steady and watch your landing.
Yeah, you gotta nail that stuff.
Nailed it.
That's right. Love that. It's going to look phenomenal. Critical shot ahead. Don't miss the lane.
Lean your bike into the turns and let her whip on the straights.
Back on the highway. At this point, Terry knows he's won. Big Joe's going to be very happy.
If I was Terry, I'd just take off with the bike in the loops.
Things are a little more complex than that, sweetie. All right, cut! Brilliant acting.
I see you're as handy with a bike as you are with a car driver.
Ready for your next scene? This one is going to be more on the chill side. You'll have to drive and give your audience a nice Hawaiian vibe. You're going to partner with quite the celebrity, a Ferrari 308 GTS. We're in Hawaii, we're making a movie. Connect the dots.